Today's yoga, we're going to do a full body yoga flow that give you a full body workout. So now we're going to get started into a child's pose. So go on tabletop position, pull your hips back and stretch your arms out. You're going to breathe into your nose, exhale out your mouth. I'm just going to stay here for a few seconds. And then come back up to tabletop. Now we're going to do some hip circulation. So you're going to pull back, up and around, back, up and around. This is a good way also for stretching your wrists and those hip flexors. Then center, and then we're going to reverse. Feeling that stretch on your wrist and your hip. And then back to center, back to tabletop. And we're going to put the left leg in between your hands. And we're going to stretch back and forth. This is called low lunge. And then we're going to pull back in that half split with that hamstring stretch. And then we're going to put that right hand down and put that left arm up and stretch. Look all the way up and look at your left palms. And then you can stretch, put your hand behind. And you can put your hand on your right hand on your left knee and pull that stretch with that deep lunge stretch. And then back, go back into a plank. And then we're going to pull right feet in between your hands. Left knee down, stretch forward. Pull back in a half split, stretch those hamstrings. And then put that left hand down, right hand up, look straight up. Back down. We're going to put your hands on that right knee and stretch in that lunge. And then back into a plank. And we're going to hold it here for a few breaths. And then go down We're going to take a little break into a child's pose, hips back. And then back up to tabletop. And we're going to go on tucky toes into a downward facing dog. And you can pedal your feet, stretching those hamstrings. And then down, tabletop. We're going to extend that right leg back. I'm just going to hold it, look forward. The next side, extend. And down. Go back into downward facing dog. And then we're going to lift that right foot up, open up the hips, and step forward into a lunge, low lunge. And we're going to pulse, go down and up. And back into plank, downward facing dog. Left foot up, open up those hips, and put your left foot in between your hand, and low lunge. And we're going to do some pulse, go down and up. And back into a plank. We're going to take a break, take a rest, into a child's pose. Now back into downward facing dog. Then we're going to take that right leg again up, in between. To a lunge. We're going to take that back foot, that left foot, and try to stand up. Push it forward, straight. So we're going to pulse here. Back down into a plank. Downward facing dog. Left foot up, between to that lunge. And then step your foot up, the reverse in that triangle pose. In that warrior. And then we're going to pulse. Now we're going to go feet together. We're going to forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale. And then we're going to go into a chair pose. And we're going to do some pulse. Up, down, up. And put your hands to heart. And we're going to take right elbow outside of left knee. And then back to center. Next side. Back to center. So now we're going to go back into that warrior. Back into the warrior. Go deeper. And then come back up. And we're going to stretch. So we're going to switch sides, switch feet. And then we're going to go deeper. And then pulse up and down. And feet up, and we're going to put the leg over, stretch over. And now we're going to get into our little squats, the goddess pose. Open up your hips, wide and wide. Back straight. And we're going to squat down. Index and your thumb together. And we're going to pulse. Up. And then back to center. And we're going to do a forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale. Then we're going to go into a plank. So we're going to march backwards and forward. Holding that plank. Backward. Forward. And hold. Now we're going to go back into knees down, tabletop, into the child's pose. You're going to rest your body here for a few breaths. Then come back up to tabletop. So I'm going to do called a bird dog. Right leg extended and the opposite hand, arm out. And then next, then left leg, right arm. And arms down. Now you're going to do some hip circles. We're going to pull it back. Actually, just going to stretch. Stretch to the left. And reach over. Put your hip to the left and reach over to the right. Feel that stretch in your hips. And then come back to center. And we're going to stretch your hips to the right. And then reach over to the left. Back to center. Now we're going to do some hip circles. Revert. So we're going to tuck your toes. Then we're going to lean back. Extend your arms out. This is a good stretch for your thighs. And lean back and use your core. Pull your body up. And then come down, untuck your toes, and we're going to go down another child's pose to rest for a few breaths. And then back up to tabletop. And then tuck your toes again. And then reach back, that camel pose. Feel that stretch. Open up your chest. Come back up. Then go on your knees. Put your arms behind you on your side and rest your head, your forehead on the mat. And stay here for a few breaths. And now we're gonna go lay flat, lay on the mat. We're gonna hug both knees into your chest. We're gonna rock back and forth. Just a good stretch, massage on your lower back. And then we're gonna extend that left leg out and pull that right knee in your chest. And then switch sides, extend the right leg out, pull that left knee in your chest. And then put both feet on the mat. And then we're gonna go into a bridge. So we're gonna lift your butt, your glutes up. I'm gonna hold it here for a few breaths. And extend it down. So we're gonna hug, go back to hug your right knee, and we're gonna extend. Extending foot up, straight up. This is a good stretch. And then both feet down. And next we're gonna go another bridge. Go on your toes, and we're gonna lift. And then down. Then we're gonna hug both knees into your chest. And we're gonna sway back and forth. And then extend that left leg. Now we're gonna pull, do a twist, suspend twist, pull that right knee over to the left and look to the right. Back to center. To the other side, extend that right leg out. Pull that left knee to the right and look to the left. Back to center. Now we're gonna hug again. Hug both knees into your chest. And now we're going to go into a happy baby. Grab onto the external part of your feet. And we can sway back and forth. It's a nice massage on your lower back. We're going to take this time, extend your feet, extend your legs, your arms, and just relax your shoulder, your arms, your leg. We're just going to take a few breaths back to normal breathing. Thanking yourself for being here and taking care of your body. You can gently, feet on the floor, and gently roll up and come back into a seated position. And thank you for being here today with me on this mat, and I hope to see you again. And please subscribe to my channel for more yoga flows, full body stretch, restorative yoga, and seated yoga. Thank you. Namaste.